Greetings. This is Skyler Saunders. What's current? It's something special now. Tasha K. Tasha K is she getting her weight up? That's the question now. Is she now getting her weight up? Is she getting her weight up now? No. She has declared just a few hours ago that she will be not be covering Offset and his wife, quote unquote. She's not even going to mention her, uh, Cardi B, and she's trying to say how she'll cover other stories and play, and discuss Nicki Minaj's music and her stories, but not cover anyone else's besides, uh, during this story, anything else regarding this story about uh, Offset and Cardi B, because Takasha K has a standing amount of money that she owes Cardi B in a lawsuit that almost went to $4 million. It's at 3.8 million, and she has agreed to pay $220,000 a month. And it seems like she could cover it because she's doing this Remy Ma story, and it just seems weird. It's like the enemy of your enemy is your enemy, or there are no friends in this game. There's no friends. So she's covering, her, for I guess for Nicki, maybe that's her friend, because she's against Cardi B and Remy Ma, and so she's gonna cover only Nicki stories and anything of that nature. So it just goes to show you that it looks like she's trying to get her weight up. She's trying to get her, her skin in the game, in the world of entertainment media. She has 1 million subscribers, so she's getting probably commercial revenue, revenue from advertising, revenue from donations, and she's trying to get her life back together. I guess I don't know. That's a windfall for Cardi B. She's getting $220,000 a month, but that was just a statement. I mean, you have to remember that you have people like Tasha K that with this Remy Ma story breaking, she has the watermark, Tasha K, the wine. What is it? Hold on. Let me make 100% sure. I want to get this right. I want to make sure this is right. I want to make sure this is right. Just give me a whole minute, less than a whole minute, just to get this right. I want to make sure. I want to make sure I get this correct. It's Unwind with Tasha K. That's what it is. Yeah. So it's Unwind with Tasha K. She's got the watermark in this in the still in the shot, and it's amazing how she's able to do that. I know she's probably sitting back eating cornballs, thinking about how she outwitted most of the people that were thinking like, damn, she's gonna have to pay all that money. Where's she gonna get it from? Well, she's probably gonna get it from the traffic she's gonna get from the various sources of the people that are interested in this story and who are interested in Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Remy Ma, because she's seems to be subjective. This seems to be about people that are she could call clout, and she can call quote unquote friends in the industry. But in reality, it seems that she's been able to choose what story she wants to write. That's their freedom of expression, freedom of the press. You're able to pick and choose whatever you want to write. You can be on the left, you can be on the right. Didn't mean to rhyme right there, but I did. But it's Tasha K trying to get back into her swing of things, trying to get back into the level of being a formidable source on the internet. So if you have 1 million subscribers, you have the eyes and ears of millions of other people that aren't subscribers. And when she drops, a photo like that of Remy Ma and the captain, I'm just gonna call him the captain, at the restaurant, the Red Lobster, It's eating the cheddar bay cheese biscuits and then the bacon scallops. It's her. It's she's got the watermark. Unwind with Tasha K. Bam, on blast. So that's a shot against Remy. And Nicki Minaj is also sitting back eating cornballs, giggling to herself because she knows that she was saying the whole time, how she needed a pat and stuff like that. Rick James is in the building. I have a viewer. I have a live viewer. Yesterday I had 0 live viewers. Rick James, you're definitely in the queue now. I disagree with that. Nicki Minaj is one of the best to ever do it. She's one of the best to ever do it. Not just sales wise, but her vocal dexterity, her rhyme patterns, her lyrics, they all work for me. I streamed too late. This is later. I streamed at 3 o'clock yesterday. Well, you have something to do at exactly at, you don't have anything to do exactly at 2? Because I'm about to stream at 4. This is going on at 4 o'clock. Almost. I streamed too early is what happened yesterday. Because yesterday I streamed at 3. 3 o'clock is bingo time. You play bingo? That's all right. That's pretty cool. That's an OG. I used to play bingo with the senior citizens in my VA hospital that I was a mental patient at. 2 o'clock is good. 3 o'clock not so much. 2 o'clock good. Okay. Well, this is what you do. You tell 2 or 3 people and let the 4th person wonder what's happening with this goofball on the computer screen, and I can have at least a few live viewers. Tell Rebecca and tell Billy Spleen and all these people that you allegedly told. I know Billy Spleen. Billy Spleen is the truth. He signed up for a vocal account just to give me a thumbs up or a like. They give him little hearts, I guess you can say. But that's something to consider. Is it too late if I go on at 1 o'clock in the morning? Because I get a lot of money in the mornings. I get money, so I'm probably gonna be going tomorrow or Saturday. Saturday, I'm probably gonna be up in the morning at 1 o'clock. So check for that. Okay, 1 o'clock you're sleeping. All right. Well then, if you can't make it to the show, at least donate. Donate to my Cash App, which is right here. You say you got the big screen. I'm sure that didn't cost a few bucks. I'm sure it cost a pretty penny. So I'm sure you can afford just to send me $10-$20. That's all I'm asking. $10-$20. That's all. All right, back to Tasha K. Tasha K is she caught one. She caught one. She's definitely running with this. She's running her enterprise. Okay, you're flying into Mexico. You have enough money for a ticket to Mexico, but you don't have enough money to support the machine from Mr. Skyler Saunders. Okay, very well. It's understood. Taken, noted. Okay, but Tasha K is. I'm talking to one of my live people, all the rebroadcast land. I talked to one of the lives, day one, Rick James, also known as Richard James. But Tasha K. I don't know how she did. Did she orchestrate this? Did she like put it in Remy's head? Oh, you gotta do this. You gotta. I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta go to Red Lobster. You gotta. I know you had that one video where you're showing Papoose that the cameras are on him and you don't want to hug or kiss, you don't want to embrace. I know that. I know it's crazy, but I'm gonna need you to sit in this position in the restaurant where it's clearly a show. You and the captain, what's his name? Easy Block Captain. Easy the Block Captain. Okay, so I gotta get that. Remember, and Geechee Gotti really blew up the situation. Like served them everybody viciously and with truth. Star sent me here. Baja Jackson. Salute to Baja Jackson. Salute to the hater, Troy Star Terrain. I'm asking for $10 donations. My goal today is $80. Get Geechee Gotti is one of the most. Okay, you mean Gucci? I can't remember. What's his name? Hold on. Geechee Gotti. That's his proper name. That's his name. I'm looking for $10 and $20 donations. Today's goal is $80. And we got people in the room now. Yesterday I had 0. So this is probably gonna be my time for the week. And for the weekend, it's probably gonna be in the morning, early in the morning. I'm gonna see what happens. Yeah, slowly but surely going up. I know. We're at 3 right now. Yeah. Tasha K, doing it, girl. Get that money. Gotta pay Cardi B. You filed for bankruptcy, but that wasn't enough. That can't negate the fact that you owe her money. You can declare all your assets at 0, everything reset with bankruptcy, because that's what bankruptcy is. It's not that you're broke; it's that you can't pay them right now. She couldn't pay them right now at the time. So she has to start from square one and get her weight up, and she seems to have gotten that weight. I'm looking at go to it right now. Let me see. This seems very interesting to me that Remy Ma and Tasha K almost see. I'm alleging. I'm not saying that she did, but it seems like she is conspired to have Remy Ma and Easy the Block Captain get together on a little late night trip, to Red Lobster. She's got 238 million views, Tasha K. So she almost have a quarter of a billion views. And I'm sure she's getting money from merchandise and things like that. Oh, of course. And now I gotta go buy. That's one of her trademark, I guess, sentences. I can't repeat that because I'm trying not to cuss on air. Um, but there's a few items she's got listed here. Talking about she got different sandals and watch. She got different apparel, and she's getting money. Tasha K is getting in money. She's not worried about it. Tasha K is getting it. So it seems like the enemy of the enemy is the enemy. That's all I can say. I can't say who's a friend or who's the enemy, friend or foe. I guess Tasha K and Nicki Minaj are friends, but Nicki Minaj is not a friend to Cardi B, nor Remy Ma. So it just seems that they're all, within this cluster, of, overdoing it, doing it too much, going overboard, doing a lot. But Tasha K has to do a lot. This is like her platinum opportunity. This isn't golden. This might be her diamond opportunity to get her weight fully up and to get that money, to get paid, to get all of that money that she should have been getting, already. Because she definitely lost that case. The judge said, nope, Cardi B needs $4 million almost. It's 3.8, but close enough. But Tasha K has, the finger on the pulse of the hip hop entertainment world, especially. She has also entertainment beyond hip hop, but especially hip hop. So she's got stuff that's sold out. She's got these slippers. They say I ain't sucking ish in. Real stomach is coming the F back. That's her. That's must be one of her phrases again. So that's what's what's really going on in the streets apparently. With Tasha K's I guess bias, is that proper? I don't want to try to get a lawsuit from somebody that got a lawsuit and she'll get paid off of my dumbass. But I I just can't think of anything how she was able to maneuver and try to go into a position where she was able to say, shoot, I got this on lock. I got this story on lock. And they're having, they have the story where, they're having, she's not like I said, she's not mentioning Offset or Cardi B, and she's not even mentioning Cardi B. She says Offset in a X, the site formerly known as Twitter, X. She's saying that she has weight. She has some claims to proclaim. But all I see is just some messy back and forth, teeth spilling all over the place, and Tasha K getting money. That's all I see. She's definitely gonna get paid off of all of this. She's got the Instagram, Facebook, website, Twitter, popping. Well, maybe at the website. They probably took down the website. I just tried to go to it and it's showing a different like a Medium page that doesn't exist. But she has her X, I guess you can say, X page. She calls her subscribers and her supporters winos. She must be, on wine or something like that. She must use wine, respectfully, based on how much she does gossip and comedy and things of that nature. So it is to our benefit that we see. I'm seeing the numbers going up on her. How many people are commenting and liking and viewing her page, and it just continues to go up. It's just going up and up and up and up and up. So, the ties that she has with Nicki Minaj, apparently, oh, here we go. Wine, the devil's elixir. This guy right here, Greg S. I got all the freeloaders on deck. For today, just to let you know, even if you have some kind of inkling to write, put a little bit of a dollar amount into my account, that would be so beneficial towards me and towards you, because you'll get a better service, you'll get a better time. Rick James calls Greg the worst freeloader of all time, but how can you connect, get that back? I can't connect bank to Cash App. Sorry, bud. I'm sure. Everybody has that excuse, but so many more people have given me Cash Apps, and I even got a PayPal for over $30. So that was beneficial to me. It was almost $35 from the UK. I appreciate that. I am the government. Of course, the government is speaking right now. I'm part of the government. I get deposits from the government every month. I am the government. Tasha K, get it, girl. Get that money. Get that money, girl. I'm not mad at you. At first I thought, oh, she's not really a journalist. She's not really a writer. She's not true to the game. She's using bias. She's trying to bring down Remy Ma and Cardi B all in one fell swoop. But it seems to me that she's doing more than that. I didn't know she was used to be a stripper, Rick James. You have to. That's an unsubstantiated claim. I don't know her history like that. I don't think she has a Wikipedia page. I can't confirm nor deny the fact that she was a stripper. Cannot do that. But what I can do is say that you can visit Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. This young man has, well, he's a little older than me actually. This man has Quiet Storm, soul, R&B, smooth jazz, all kinds of music that's very quality based and beneficial to your eardrum. So make sure you check out Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Okay, back to one viewer. I guess it's Rick James. Okay, now Rick James is trolling, saying she gave him a lap dance. Okay, now I don't think she ever was a stripper. Okay, he's just making a little trolling action. Okay, very well. All this is tied to is, the messy lawsuit that took place between Cardi B and Tasha K. Now, Cardi B has tension and beef, even though it's cold. It's not hot. It's cold with Nicki Minaj. They aren't going back and forth on wax, as we like to say. It's of course not always wax. It's on digital streams now, but they're going back. They're not going back and forth, in a battle or anything like that. But they're not friends. They're not buddy buddy. She's buddy with Megan the Stallion, but I think Nicki Minaj is buddies with Megan the Stallion. And I think the same thing with Ice Spice. Like friends are friends, but friends can't be enemies, but enemies can be friends. It's very strange. It's a very weird world that we off of all of it. She's chewing on the neck bone of these stories. She's trying to get every last morsel out of all of this. Greg S says can't stand Cardi B. I like Cardi B. Cardi B is fun. Cardi B, she's got the magic touch. She's got the Midas touch. She's got the diamond and platinum touch. That's for sure. There's no debating that. And she doesn't have platinum and diamond, or she's not a good rapper or a great lyricist because she has platinum and diamond. She has platinum and diamond because she's a good lyricist and a rapper. There's a difference. So when you have a story like this with people like Tasha K, who really didn't fall off, she just didn't have the money. I mean, she's a YouTuber. She's a vlogger. She doesn't have that much money. Even if she has 1 million subscribers and has a merch shop and all that, what she make maybe probably $100,000, $200,000 a year, maybe 300,000. I'm not going to count her pockets. I'm just I do want to mention that I am speculating. I'm not saying her official numbers. I'm just wondering to myself, and with the broadcast people out there in YouTube land, how much she probably makes, and she has to have expenses for her car, her home, her mortgage, all that, and probably other bills she has to pay. But this story has super legs. It is getting the rounds. Papoose and Remy Ma on the skids so far, hinting towards a breakup or showing that they broke up, and that Easy the Block Captain is her new man, her new beau. Eating the bacon scallops at Red Lobster and the Cheddar Bay cheese biscuits. Not the cheddar cheese, not the Cheddar Bay cheese biscuits. Oh yeah, the Cheddar Bay cheese biscuits. Better believe it. You better believe it. And you have to, yeah, it's something you have to have an understanding to have. It's something that is, very secret to understand. Well, Rick James, it depends. It depends on how much. He's saying that Red Lobster is food for the poor. It depends on what you mean by the poor, and depends on how much and what you order at Red Lobster. Of course, it's a chain. I used to work at one of the satellites restaurants, among them Olive Garden. It's the same thing. Same thing. You wouldn't think you would go to Italy and you would have something to eat at a original Italian restaurant that's been around for 400 years, and you say this is Italian eating, and you compare Olive Garden to spaghetti that's ramen noodles, ketchup, and hot dogs. So it depends on what it is. It depends on your perspective is. Okay, Rick James, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. He's saying that he worked at the first McDonald's that opened up in Texas in 1964. I'm gonna even fact check that because I don't remember Ray. Are you talking about the Ray Kroc location? Because Ray Kroc's first restaurant was in Des Plaines, Illinois, or is it Des Plaines or Des Plaines? I don't know how to pronounce that. Illinois, on April 15th, 1955. So you, sir, are a true troll. You are one of the best trolls on here. Okay, so you weren't talking about Ray Kroc's. Okay, you're talking about, but you said in 1964. Could have been in 1964 because Ray Kroc had it in 1955, and he bought it from the real McDonald's brothers earlier than that. So come on, that's cap, buddy. That's super cap. You're capping. Just hold the L. Yeah, yes, Greg ass. Let Rick James hold that L because he ain't getting out of that. The first 1,000 in 1964. No, 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 no. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that. First McDonald's opened up in like the late 40s, early 50s, and then the first Ray Kroc franchise McDonald's opened in 1955 in Illinois. So do your history. That's all I gotta say. Do your history. I appreciate your viewership, but do your history. Okay, we're getting sidetracked. Tasha K. Tasha K. Get that money, girl. Get your weight up. Get your weight up. Let these broke bum broads hate on you. Hate the fact that you're, within the time that you're supposed to be giving money to Cardi B. Make sure that she even said they're not even going to be in her algorithm. No, she's talking about the God. There is no God, but the God that exists in life is the algorithm. That it will change your life. That will change your world. The algorithm. That is the new God. So she has to say that she's part of something that is much wider and much stronger. She has to say that she is part of something that's bigger than what she expected. Because this is huge news. This is huge hip hop news. Everybody was looking at Remy and Papoose like, oh, they're the couple. They're the best. They got a baby. They got they're doing the damn thing. And it's like, you know what? Maybe not. Just like Jeannie and Jeezy, just like Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor. This is supposed to be cuffing season. They're not cuffing. They forgot about all the cuffing rules and threw them out the window. We're going into the cuffing season, and they're getting uncuffed. It's the irony of the game. That's what's so ironic about all this. 3 major hip hop and R&B stories and sports entertainment stories about divorce and breakup. Greg S., thank you for that hate, but I don't swing that way. Maybe that's your fantasy. You like little boys, like Rory. You can still donate with your broke ass. Thank you for your viewership. I'm not the one to be messing with men or boys or anything like that. Yeah, once you get your money up, yeah, you need to be like Tasha K. You need to get your own channel. You need to get your entertainment news up and see where it goes from there. And I'm gonna say this last word on Tasha K. You're getting your weight up, woman. You're getting your weight up. I'm not mad at you. You're trying to get that money. So it's not just to pay you, it's to pay Culture and her little I guess brother or sister. I don't even know what the name of the child is. I guess I can look it up real quick. Cardi B's child. Culture and Wave. Offset is the father of sons Jordan Cephas, 13, and Cody Cephas, and a daughter, Kaylee Marie Cephas, from previous relationships. So they got a brood, but Cardi B's only got the 2 kids with him. But you're paying for them. You got to have these stories. These stories are your lifeline. They're the only way of truly showing that you can do something in this sphere of entertainment. All right. Everybody knows what time it is. What time is it? What time is it? I'll let Rick James speak. He knows what time it is. I let a whole half an hour go on Tasha K. Now I have to go and speak on this very important topic and watch the viewers tick off one by one. Come on. What time is it? All right, I'm going to just do it. It's RKA time. Ruler of the Kingdom of the Air. I'm getting more views. I'm getting more reads. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful situation. It doesn't, see, already lost 2 people. Whoever they were, goodbye, good riddance. Didn't need you. I am so happy with the fact that I'm excited. This is the countdown. It's the final countdown. I can't say anything else or else I'll get a copyright strike. But it goes down to 1. I got 1 person viewing. It better go down to 0. It better go down to 0 now. I'm waiting for it to go down to 0. But it's the final countdown to the judges' report and their decision on who are placed and who won the challenge. I know I can win. I have an excellent story. I have great feedback. I have everything going for me. Everything is going swell. If I don't get it, then I don't get it. That's the reality I have to face. But my thing is, you got to have a positive outlook on it, even if it doesn't have to do with anyone else's. Like, I could still lose and I have a positive outlook. Look, I can make more chapters and make a whole book. That's what I'm thinking about doing. So, if you have not read RKA, Ruler of the Kingdom of the Air, yet, it behooves you to read it, to share it, to like it, all of the above, because it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's over 3,300 words, but it flies by. You won't even count like, oh my gosh, when is this thing over? You're not gonna be like that. You're gonna be like, damn, this is a hot story. This is something that I can definitely get my mind wrapped around. This is a special thing to me. This story just, blossomed and bloomed in my mind, and I just sat at the computer, and what uh, Ernest Hemingway once said, "You sit down. How do you write? You sit down and you bleed. You just bleed. You just let everything go into your work, and you try to talk about something, with gusto and with patience at the same time. You have to have that balance, that delicate balance of knowing what you want to do and what you want to write and what you want to say and how you want to say it. That's the key. That's what I've been saying all these past weeks. I've been promoting and promoting and promoting for over, a month now, almost 2 months now. I think I wrote it July 28th. So I appreciate anyone and everyone who has read it, who has shared it, who has been able to digest it. I think it's vital and very important to the way that we all are and what we do. It is something that is a specialty to me, something that warms my heart. If you don't use warm, ruler of the kings of the air. He's so close. He Rick James lets me down every time, but it's all right. I let him up every time after that. He could have just said ruler of the kingdom of the air, but he had ruler of the kings of the air. And I know what he's gonna say: typo, misspelled, spell check, all that. I know. I get it. I know. That's why you proofread before you send out your messages. Autocorrect. Exactly. Told you, didn't I say? Called that one, didn't I? But I appreciate Rick James for being here because apparently he's the only one here, unless Greg is still in the building. And I appreciate him for being here. But if not, it appears like Rick James is the only one here. It appears that way. So Rick James definitely read the story. He shared it. He apparently likes it. I appreciate that. Now send it to other people. Let them know. Get them involved, and have them understand what it really means. Now Rick James is going off on some other tangent I'm not even talking about, but that's fine too. But I I definitely am engaged with this story. I am, deep within it. I'm rooted within the story itself. And I'm just gonna see who places, who are the runners up, who wins. I want to see if it's better. Sometimes they're better. I always say the second place is better than the first place. I've noticed that on many occasions. The first place I was like, huh, what? And I read the second place, I'm like, okay, that's true. That's what's up. I feel that. That should have been first place. But they do that from time to time. I don't want to place. I don't want second or third. I don't want to be a runners up. I want the first. And I'm declaring that especially now. I've always wanted to be the first one to win a challenge. But I especially want to right now because this is such a monumental short story / first chapter of the GAN, the Great American Novel. It has all the elements. Has well, they put it in captions. American. It could be anywhere that they're suggesting. They're using inclusion and other catchphrases and words. Diversity and all of that. That's fine. But I have a truly American story from the first state, the capital of the first state in the United States of America, also known as the Great Satan by places like Iran. Come on now. You can't front on this story, man. The story has got everything. It's got action, it's got great dialogue, it's got excellent, adventure and mystery solving. I'm tooting my own horn. I wish other people would do that as well. Say their work is excellent. Say your work is excellent. Say it's very good. Say you are very good. Say you're worth it. Say that you have a chance. I don't know what Greg S is talking about now. I don't know what either Rick James or Greg S are on right now. I don't know what they're talking about. Tooting some fish scale too, most likely. No clue. No clue. He said, then you can finally pay me back. I don't know what he's talking about. He's on some other level stuff. He might be zooming off that, off that lean. He might be beaming up to Scotty. I don't know what's going on. But I have two viewers. They're Greg S. and Rick James. Usually they'll go away. Usually it just be zero. Or still be one person in there, but the viewer count for YouTube will still be zero. So I say that, go and read Ruler of the Kingdom of the Air. It will be an enlightening and transformative experience. It will give you a fresh look and a fresh take on who you are and what you can do. Yes, yes. Rick James says people who don't read it are missing out. Yes, it's a fact. You're missing out on greatness. I'm tooting my own horn. I'm patting myself on the back. I wouldn't say, yeah, I kind of just did this story and it was okay and I kind of liked it. It was all right. I'm not doing that. I'm saying no, this is an excellent story. From the beginning to the end. From the rooter to the tutor. From all parts, from Alpha and Omega. From A to Z. And I always catch people with that. The believers, the people who believe, I always say, what letter comes before A? And then they say well, he is the Alpha and the Omega. What becomes before Alpha and what comes after Omega? Whatever context you say, there's always going to be something that's is going to be better. It's going to be the truth. There's no letter before A, like there's no God. You can't find a letter before A. It's impossible. Think about it. Think about a letter after Z. Why are you concerned about the letters before A and Z when there's 26 letters that you can make beautiful words with and create sentences and paragraphs and chapters and novels and screenplays and newspaper columns and essays and nonfiction and short stories and poems, all of that. But we want to worry about what letter becomes before A. That's the believers. Believers in God or some mystical force. That's the sad part of what we live in. And we have been living in for hundreds of thousands of years, probably. Since the first tribesman said that it's not just me, I'm the leader. But I'm going to tell you that this guy next to me, he's the one that's in charge. But I have to give him the ideas because I get ideas from the gods up above. That's Attila and the Hun. Or Attila and the witch doctor, excuse me. Attila and the witch doctor. The witch doctor comes in and says, I get all my knowledge and my premonitions and my thoughts from on high, on some unspecified mystical basis. And then I tell him, the ruler, the president, the dictator, all these people, how to rule you, and so you understand. And it's just the witch doctor can be anything. The witch doctor can also obviously be in religion or faiths. I have to be careful with religion because if you say religion, they'll say that's a routine. So I'll say faiths. But it often just mean the non-faith. The socialists, fascists, communists, things of that nature. It'd be the same thing. And then you have the ruler, the dictator, taken by all the ideology and cause mass murders across the bloody trail of history. That's what this story is fighting against. It's trying to wake people up. It's trying to give people an example, an idea of what it really means, what it truly stands for, what people can get from it. That's what it is about. That's what all of this amounts to. Greg S. This is not a cop out. This is an example. You're asking a question, and what have we discussed before about questions? Send a dollar amount, and I will answer that question. I will answer that question fully and completely. I will definitely answer that question without any doubt. I mean, he can ask the question all he wants in the live chat, but don't expect me to answer. I'm not going to answer unless I get a dollar amount. Yeah, I got an Apple Watch, and I'm rich. Comparatively speaking, it's a relative term to be rich. Yeah, I'm rich. I make over $54,000 a year tax free. Put on top of that, I get money from Vocal, and I'm gonna get money from YouTube maybe. But I like the Cash App. I've been getting Cash Apps, so I have like close to $200 in Cash Apps. So when you have that much idea or that much of an ideal system in place, you're able to contend with the people of the mind and the people that aren't of the mind. Like I said before, that's what struck me. That's just being selfish. It struck me when I thought for a second, A is A. What? A thing is itself. It can't be anything else. A is A. A thing is itself. A thing is its own thing in its own right. And there is no A before A. There's just A. We can ascribe all kinds of different characteristics and say, well, his hair was brown and his skin was bronze and he ascended into heaven. And you can say, Moses came down with the tablets and Muhammad had, all these children and all this. You can say all of that. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Part of history, what is that? Can't teach it in government schools. In government schools, you're not going to learn it. In college, you can learn it. Or I should say government schools K through 12. Private schools, you can probably learn it, especially the parochial schools. They'll be more willing to discuss faith-based ideas. But this story is all about the faith base of this child who grows up. He has everything going for him. He has a loving mother and father. They're both professionals living in the state of Delaware. That should just be enough on its own. I'm joking, but seriously. Delaware, the fact that I wrote a story set in Delaware, how many other people write about Delaware? How many other people set their stories in Delaware? Plenty of stories and books and movies have been shot or written in Delaware, but not focused on. It's never been the destination. It's never been the site of too many movies. There has been maybe one or two, maybe, but it's nothing like the likes of LA or New York or anything like that. Not even close. Greg S is trolling his you-know-what off. I'll just say he's trolling his ass off. He is trolling today, and I appreciate every single word he is saying because it only, motivates me to do a better job with these posts. I have 3 people in here. Greg S., Rick James, and who else? State your name. Hit the like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's good for the algorithm. So, we have ruler, a baby, a child, the color of a ham. that pinkish color, that ham is. He looks like a little piece of ham. And he doesn't know what in the world is what. He's just crying. He just wants his mom. And Green Stockwell, the protagonist of the story, he's looking forward to better understanding what his brother-in-law is talking about Ruler. And he takes him by force, by his arm, and makes him get off of his property. So that's one thing that happens. Also, the thing that really grabs people, Stockwell is looking for some alone time with the mom. Okay, so he is looking for alone time with the mom. So what are you saying? What's the point? I don't understand. Are you trying to make it funny? Trying to be cute? Trying to make a troll? Stockwell is a very rational man. He's an atheist. He believes in capitalism. He is somebody that is, rooted in facts and figures and reality. And same thing with Gambino. Gambino is the same way. And look at this. Rick James is still the only one in the room right now. Number one. I don't have, a million viewers at one time, like some YouTubers. That's amazing. YouTubers, they be having them 500,000 and a million live viewers at one time. That's serious. Keith, oh my God, thank you for the like. I appreciate it, sir. 5 likes and 3 people. Oh, you call him Harambe. I'm like, what? I thought you were talking about the gorilla. I'm like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Keith, what time is it over there? I see 5 likes. I don't know about you, Greg. Keith. Wow. Okay, so it's 5. It's after. It's close to 6 o'clock in the morning, wherever Keith is right now. Yeah, it's already Friday, so go deal with that. Back to the goal. See if you got some ducats for me. You got some money? You putting it on the table? You got any money? Are you just like with Greg S and Rick James, broke bum niggas? What are you? Where are you going with this? All right, so back to the lecture at hand. We have this story. This is a short story, just 3,300 plus words. Yeah, broke bums. You're talking about yourself, Greg S. But just 3,300 words plus, and it is immaculate. It just flowed, because I didn't have to do that much research. I had to do a little bit of research, and then I had to do some cleaning up and understanding of what I was talking about, and it just flowed from there on. From therein, I guess you'd say. But of all the different people that have supported this show and this story, Rick James is probably the most. I give him that much. I respect that. He's told other people. He's let other people know about it. So I definitely respect that. This is the only question I'm gonna answer because it's related to money. No, you cannot, Keith. I don't have super stickers. I have to get 1,000 1,000 subscribers. I'm at 283. I have to get 4,000 watch hours. I'm at like 600 something right now. No, don't do super cat. Do this. Do this right here. Here. Look, I'll show you. This right here. This is what you can do. Same thing as cash? No, it is not. If you have PayPal, you can pay me through PayPal. That's the facts. Check two of those. Check any of those. Cash apps, $ Skyler Saunders 1, and PayPal, paypal.me/Skyler Saunders. Do you have Cash App, Keith? If you don't have Cash App or PayPal, then you're just SOL for me. Yeah, you can get them. It'll take you what, 2 minutes to sign up for either PayPal or Cash App. Once you get them, you got them, and you can use that to pay. I'm looking for money out here, man. I'm not doing this for my health. Well, it's for my health to keep from being hungry and being without clothes on my back and a roof over my head. But since Keith doesn't have the money, we'll get back to the story. Stockwell is just concerned. He's concerned the entire story. He is almost consumed. He goes and tries to find out. He tries to see. He tries to see what it is that he can possibly do. And that's what makes it special, I think. That's what makes this story so wonderful. Makes it such a challenge, something that's simple at the same time. I dare compare myself to Ayn Rand, but she makes it such a simplistic ideal out of something that's so complex. That's why her novels flew off the shelves, because they're so easy to read. They're so simple to read, but they have profound lessons and ideas that are embedded in the text. You can follow it and understand the intricate details and the complexities that are involved in it. And I'm not saying that I'm even close to Ayn Rand. I'm never going to say that. I'm light years away from Ayn Rand. She is way ahead of me. But in my own way, in my own special way, I've done that on this small level. I've tried to write. I've tried to write a simple story that just brings about an idea that you can be the hero of your own soul. That's the gist. Be the hero of your own soul. Be the one person that creates in their own mind a position that nobody can mess with. Okay, Greg S is definitely trolling. He's saying great work with RKA. He never read it. He's never read any of the story. He's never shared it. He's just trolling. I appreciate the trolling though. Yeah, but you didn't share it. You didn't share it with enough people. I have the analytics. I have the statistics. If you had shared it with more people, then it would have been. I've been having views through the roof and reads through the roof. I don't have that. So you might have read it, but you didn't share it. You didn't share it like that. But I appreciate Greg S., Rick James, and Keith for all chiming in, making this a affair where I talk to somebody rather than looking at the screen by myself, which I can do. I did it yesterday. I can do it all day. It just is engaging and fun when you have more people along for the ride. So I thank you for rolling with me. Thank you for being part of this great show called Skyler Saunders Sing. And I will most likely see you tomorrow afternoon and then early morning on Saturday. Thank you very much. I don't know why Rick James keeps saying happy birthday to Snoop Doggy Dogg when his birthday is in October, but that's a whole nother issue. Thank you very much. Take care.